Good morning, girls. We are just going to have a fun day chatting. I'm going to put on my makeup and I'm going to tell you a little bit about some new products. So please, if you are on here, comment, just say hi, comment hashtag replay if you watch this a little bit later. This helps me out considerably, so I appreciate that. All right, so let's get going. Y'all know my little liquid gold eyes here is a daily thing for me. I absolutely almost cannot live without my eye masks. That skin underneath your eyes is so tender and sensitive and thin. It needs a little extra care. It needs it every single day, especially as we're aging. So don't forget that. The other thing I wanted to tell you about, as I'm getting ready, I thought, I don't really tell them about this as often, is a beauty oil. Your skin not only needs moisture, but it does need these oils. And the right kind of oils do not make your skin oily, and do not make you break out. Okay, so just remember that you need very little, just a little bit of oil. And you want to know what that oil does? I already put on my moisturizer, which I'm going to tell you about in a minute. But what this oil does is it locks in the moisture. Okay, all right, so it locks in the moisture. I've been trying to introduce some new products to you. Over time, we all use several different products. Sometimes our skin just needs a change. I recently just changed to try this product called Ice Elements, and I have just been overwhelmed with my results. They are good results. They're quick results. They're easy results. So if you see my posts about the Ice Elements, you have any questions, just let me know. I'm going to briefly tell you what I use. The Ice Elements 3-Minute Miracle Gel. This breaks down all the buildup on your skin, the dead skin cells, gives you a nice clean surface. It's soft, it's moisturized, it's got everything in it that you need, okay? This, to me, is number one. If I could only purchase one thing for my face at the moment for a skincare, would probably be this. I have also switched to a new makeup remover, which I'll get to in a minute. Now, the other things that I use for Ice Elements, as you can see, I got a brand new one of these sitting there. I got it in the mail the other day. I did not want to run out, is the moisturizer. This just feels like it's like very whipped and creamy and light. But before you put on a moisturizer, you always want to use a serum. If you are using a serum, you would do serum first and then moisturizer. I also have the eye gel. Today I did not use the eye gel because I use the eye mask. Tonight when I go to bed, I will probably put on a little bit of eye gel. So easy to use, and the results for me personally have been incredible. I have really crazy skin. I've got sensitive skin. I've got very, very sun damaged skin, spots of psoriasis that is not horrible. Believe me, I'm very blessed that it's not too bad, but just spots that they think are. Anyway, going to the skin doctor, a new one, in a couple of weeks. So I might get some more information. But anyway, then using that. Now I had to let that oil soak in. All right, today, there's no sun. Oh my God, this weather, it's better than the snow. I'm not complaining, but I am so ready for summer. I'm just so ready. But because there is no sun, I'm not going to be hanging out outside because it's cold and it's rainy. I'm going to use my foundation today that is, it's a little compact, and it is not a liquid. It is not a powder. It is a cream. So we're going to do that. I'm mixing two colors at the moment. That darker one I'll put on top to just give a little sun kiss, and the lighter one I'm going to put on the bottom because I haven't gotten much sun lately. So I'm going to go with the lighter shade. But I'm kind of in between there. While I'm putting this on, I want you guys to kind of hone in. Let me see if I can grab a headband. I want you guys to kind of hone in on my eyelashes the whole time I'm talking today. This has been, I cannot quit talking about my eyelash serum. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to put on my primer. Let me show you what I'm going to do. So anyway, this serum works quickly. It's effective. It didn't make me scratch, itch, break out. So I'm going to take a little bit of this serum. Serum, no. It's not serum. Anyway, I'm going to blend this right in. Oops. This is almost gone. Look at this. I want to show you guys how this flattens out and just, you will completely get every drop out. I love our containers for our BB cream. And then anything that's in that container, our primer. I'm sorry. I'm in a need of a little more coffee this morning. I'll get on it. All right. So you know what? I've kind of blended that in with my foundation. It's kind of cool, isn't it? You can actually do that if you want. Just put it on, blend it all together. You don't have to stack it if you're in a hurry. This is a great product that goes on quickly. This is probably the one, at least from myself, that my customers order the most. I think it's because it's quick and easy. And the BB cream. This and the BB cream. I love them all. There's a purpose for every one of them for me. I can't if I had to choose one, I don't even know what I would choose. I'm going to be really honest with you. I am not sure which formula because I love my powder too. I just love the way the powder feels because it's dry. I can't explain it to you, and everybody's going to be different. Good morning, Laura. I'm just chit-chatting and I don't know. Not talking about a whole lot of anything and yet a lot of everything. Does it make sense? All right. So then I'm just going to take this little darker color because like I said, I'm kind of in between. I don't want to look really pale right now, but I don't want to look like I'm painting a tan on either. But I do need to blend this all in. All right, now I'm just going to take a minute. Like I've told you guys before, take your time to stipple. If you use a foundation, get that pressed into your skin. My God, I can't believe the difference in my skin since I've been using the ice elements. I've had good results before, but this is different. This is different to me, and I'm really super excited about it because this is my biggest struggle. We all have our struggles, no matter what it is. If it's your eyebrows, your eyelashes, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, Miss Laura. I have got another customer that is just took photos of before and just started using the Borboleta. If you guys have not been paying attention to that, it is a lash serum and a brow serum. And Laura, may I tell you, or anyone who's on here, my brow serum, this morning I had to take I took my tool, okay, I'm not going to say a shaver, and I had to shave the little hairs right up in here. Now, before I started using the Borboleta, I've got them still sitting in here. I was using my brow pencil when I came on here with you guys to darken up my brows, and if I darken them up anymore, those caterpillars are going to crawl away. I cannot get over it. Here's the thing. It is quick. It's easy. It's affordable for your brows. I think it's, oh God, Laura, help me out here. I'm trying to remember. Was it a 3-month supply in each bottle, whether it is your brow or your lash? So what I'm going to do is it's on my calendar when I started it, and I'm just going to refresh it in 3 months. I don't want it, when you're working with your eyes, you never want to, open and close a product longer than it's supposed to be. So if they tell you 3 months, you should do 3 months, right? It's same with your mascara. All right, so I'm flashing my hands around. What do you think of these? I needed a little bit of color. So I went to my Red Aspen group and I picked out a nice pink color, but I will tell you my favorites are Borboleta. My favorites are Joy Bell nails. And they are coming out with the color on May 1st. first color that she has released. So that is super exciting. 3 months. Okay, thank you, Laura. That's what sometimes I get on here and I get chatting and am I right or am I thinking of another product? So thank you so much, Laura. I do find that is very, very important. So, I think I had somebody reach out to me and say, it feels like there's nothing on the wand. Let me show you the wand. It's because this is, okay, the wand is made for this. It is made for just the right amount of application. Now, I put this on at night, so I'm not going to do it right now, but do you see this little teeny tiny? And that just hits right there above that lash line. You go across once a day. That is it. That is it. And my lashes, I will tell you, your lashes are thinner, so you can't quite see, but you can. Look at this. Look at this. The other day I put mascara on, and I realized the couple over here are like really growing long, and like I had this, but that's okay because that's where I want the length is on the corner. And this is your brow serum. And literally, it's just a little brow brush. I stopped putting it up here, guys. I'm just concentrating over here now a little bit because, yeah, I don't really need any more up there at the moment. Yes, you do have to continue your use, but you can slow it down a little bit once you get the results that you're seeing, that you want. Okay. Now, I do have to curl my lashes before I put anything on them. Actually, I'm going to, what am I going to do here? I got to find the right color. So my foundation that I'm using today, my cream, I'm also going to use to contour. So there's several different colors and it just makes it really nice. So I've got my color and then I've got my contour color, and you can actually use it to even highlight if you like this product and you like, the size of it, you like the way it wears. You can get all those in different colors and have everything that you need in just your cream foundation. But let's get a little bit of, I always need, I'm sorry, but I do. I always need some eyeshadow on. I don't know when I started being like that, but yeah, years and years ago, before I did too much with my makeup, before I got a little bit older, I think I just used, I had to have my mascara and my eyeliner. Now I got to have much more, but it's okay. I can make this fast and easy, and that's what I plan on doing today. I like to use my lighter color. I learned a new trick. We're going to see if it works. So you're going to take the darker color over here. Now I'm not going to use a really dark color. I wonder if I need a little darker one so you guys can see it. Not sure. All right. And then I'm going to take it right up about here, and we're going to connect them. And we're just going to leave, I might have went in a little bit far, and you want to leave that little white area. That just creates an eye that looks nice and open. All right. I might put just a hair of a darker color over here. I think I'm going to, but let me do the other eye first. So we're going to go right up in through here. All right. Oh, some of you probably have not seen these eyeshadow sticks before, huh? They are amazing. They're quick. They're easy to throw in your purse. And let me tell you, the wearability of this stuff is super. Okay. So if you have any trouble keeping shadow on or creasing, this is your ticket. Now, if you do have a lot of trouble creasing, use a little bit of powder. I'm going to put it over top. You want to put that on first and then put on your eyeshadow. And it kind of helps to fill. It also helps it to stay. I don't know. I don't really have that trouble with the eyeshadow sticks. They just, oh my God, they just hold on there like nothing I've ever seen. I'm going to, see how much darker that is. And look at here. See the bottoms of these two? So I'm going to take a hairbare of that and just give myself a little bit more of a lift. Now, I'm not going to do a lot today. I'm not going to make that sharp corner like I normally do. Just a little bit more to accentuate the lift Because at my age, every flippin' thing needs lifted. May we talk arms? May we talk bellies? May we talk... no, we won't. We won't go there. But anywho, I need lifting. I need lifting. And I'm doing it with not stitches, okay? I'm doing it with makeup. And y'all can do this too. Now, some of you don't need it, and you just like to put your makeup on just to look a little more elegant. We all have our reasons, right? Maybe we just like it. Maybe we just like to play with it. Okay, now I did a little bit more than anticipated. That's okay. Got a little bit out here. Lift that up, because if you get that stuff going down, it's going to drag your eye down. Okay, it is not going to lift it up. All right, then I'm going to take a little bit of this darker color. I'm going to run it right underneath. Actually, I think I'm going to take the other end of this brush. It's got a little more control. And I am going to run it underneath here. Okay, so that little bit of darker color right over there, it's going to lift that up as well. See how that lifts it a little bit more than that side? Okay. So we're going to go this side. Now, guys, if you ever want to watch these later, I also have a YouTube channel. I try to remember to download the lives so people can go back and watch them. And I put them on that YouTube channel so that they're there forever, because Facebook takes them down and then you can't find what you're looking for. All right. Sorry. Like I said, just kind of dinking around today and wanted to share a few of those new products with you. Where did it go? Oh no, I left it downstairs. I might have to take a quick run up and down the steps, and you might have to look at my wall for a minute. We have a new plumping lip gloss, and it is coming out on the 15th of next month. And oh, the reason it's not up here is because I'm so in love with it. I already shoved it in my purse. But if I have time, I'll grab that. Otherwise, we have plenty of time for me to show that to you on a different live before it comes out. Good morning, Deb. I'm trying to see. I have my glasses on. Good morning, Deb. How are you? You posted the cutest little picture yesterday. You're just adorable. That's all I have to say. All right. So now I'm gonna get some eyeliner on the bottom. I think I'm going to do the eyeliner on the top after. I'm not talking well this morning. After I curl my lashes. You know how your brain thinks you're saying things and your mouth is not, or vice versa? Your mouth is saying things and your brain didn't take a break to think about what you were going to say. All right. This to me is one of the most important things that I can do. I gotta take this. All right, I washed my hair this morning. I've told you guys before, when I wash my hair, if I put this headband on funky, then I end up with this little thing in my hair, and I'm not dealing with that today. So there you go. All right, so look at this. Let me see if I can get my... All right, I'm gonna get my lashes in here. I want you guys to see this. Oh my gosh, they're darker. Okay. And you got to be real careful when you pinch not to pull your lashes. And then I like to lift up. But anyway, these lashes have grown so much. Wait till you see when I put my mascara on. So funny. Deb, my friend Deb, who's on here, she said, there's only one thing about this. She says, now my lashes are hitting my glasses. So to me, that is definitely a win. Maybe not as much mascara if we're wearing mascara. Unbelievable. But I used to have to work really hard to get my lashes in this curler so that it didn't pull or I didn't crimp my eyelid. And now I literally can just grab and squeeze. And I always saw people do this and I'm like, man, they do that so fast. And when I do it, I was crimping my eyelid. There we go. And this Okay, and those of you using the Borboleta, and maybe this will work for you too, Deb. Maybe using a lash curler. I'm trying to see what. Yes, we need sun. Oh my God, we need sun. I gotta see what you said. But maybe using a lash curler, they would curl them up so they wouldn't come out. And I don't know if you're using one or not, and it wouldn't hit your glasses. Yeah, we need sun. We do. You're sitting in the parking lot of Walmart. Hey, you want to pick me up some stuff? No, I'm just joking. That is so funny. Are you waiting on the husband, or are you waiting for me to be done? Because you're gonna. Yeah. You might be waiting a while. Anyway, if you're at Walmart, pick yourself up a lash curler. Actually, really don't want to tell you. I really want to send you the link to this other one, which is nothing I sell, but after I've got a whole bunch of them. I could give you one. But once I started using this C curler, they call it the C curl. I can't use anything else to curl my lashes. It doesn't like give you that check mark look if you must. And so it doesn't do that. It just curls the lashes so nicely. So nicely. Now I'm going to use, I'm probably going to say my favorite mascara because I always grab it first. There's so much I love about each one. If I want Vavoom lashes, this is your girl. This is the 4D. I mean, if you want thick Vavoom, you go to that. If your lashes need a lot of extra care, they're dry, whatever, and you like something really, really easy to get off, literally water that just kind of pulls it off, this is the tubing technology, has a serum, has a built-in primer, has your mascara, has the tubing technology, and this is what you want to go to. Now, again, just like my foundation, I go to these different ones for different reasons on different days. Good morning, Kimberly. Good morning. Did somebody else pop on besides Kimberly? I'm not sure. But so anyway, usually we take and we use, excuse me, I got something under there. Most people use the lengthening one first and then the thickening one. There's another lady that sells also the Unique, and she did a tutorial where she did the thickening one first and then the lengthening, and I've been kind of liking that. So I'm going to go ahead. This has got two wands underneath the silver, and above the silver is your tiny one. All right, I'm going to put that back in there. Going to go in with the thick one. All right, so I want you guys to see this. Oh my gosh. You start at the bottom, wiggle your way up. Now, mind you, it used to take me about 3 to 4 applications. Oh my God. To get this kind of length. Can you see that? Look at, I wish I could show you guys somehow. Wish I could. Can you? Anyway, these lashes are like almost touching the tops of my eyes. And that, my friends, is one stinking application of mascara. See, I can't talk today. The brain sometimes gets a little wet and soggy in there. The older I get, the more soggy it gets. All right, so I'm going to do the other side. And then we're going to do a second application, and we're going to add some separation and length. All right, so you only push this in. You kind of swirl it around. No pumping. That gets bacteria in there. Start at the base, kind of wiggle and lift. Tina always has a problem touching her eyelid. Oh my gosh. You got to be so careful when they're long too. Look. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know. It is so hard to take pictures and do the eyelash thing. It drives me insane. I gotta see what anybody said on here. Miss Parking Lot Lady here. Let's see. I don't even need the thick on. I'm satisfied with. Oh, that is so good. So, okay, I like a little more dramatic look. But yes, you guys had, I think, 2 of the girls on here that have been using the Borboleta, their eyelashes got more dense first. And then I think the length is coming if I'm you know. Anyway, it depends on every person, right? But the results are great. I would be okay with dense and not long because I can make them longer. Mine are getting more long, and I have noticed the density, but not as much as you two, which anybody on here, just keep watching because both of their pictures are going to be posted multiple times because it's important that you know that that product works. Not only does it work, but I think it was Laura that has very sensitive skin. I've got another lady trying it right now that has really sensitive skin. Laura had no trouble, so this is good to know. I have sensitive skin and eyes too. I would say not to the extent of these other girls, but I had no problem. But it is just amazing. I mean, a month, guys, a month, and you notice this. It's insane. I can't. I'm sorry. I need to go stand on the street corner. Use for Beletta. No, I'm joking. I just know there's a lot of you out there that would like your lashes longer. Maybe you don't like to wear mascara, so that is perfect. For those of you who don't, because then you don't have to put on your mascara. Like Deb said, hers are dense enough, she doesn't even need it. And some people don't like the length. So anyway, there you go. There you go. That is it. I have never been able to do my lashes in like 2 coats. I'm always like, then I put on my other makeup and then I'm adding to my lashes. So I am stoked. And I love the length. All right, now I'm going to take, now what we do from this point on for me is just to glam it up, right? I could really stop right here. Although I do think I kind of would want something on my, ooh, too much. Want something on my cheeks. Okay, I like to contour on my nose just a little bit. Okay. Deb, I gotta get my glasses on. Sorry, Deb. I see something scrolling up. All right. I will check that in just 1 second. I want to find, is it this? Let's do this one. I want something a little glistening in the middle of my eye. So I'm just going to add a little pink glisten. You know, it's just kind of fun. It's just kind of fun. And then I'm going to take a light color. I better wipe that brush off or I'll have pink in the middle of my eye and I don't want that. And I always like to highlight right over here. Just a little bit. I'm going to highlight in the middle of my nose. Just a little bit. All right, now I got to wipe my nose just a little bit. All right. Hi, Dixie Doo. My little papa. Okay, now contouring. You know, this summer I've seen a little less of the contour line and a little more of the blush. What blush do I want to use? What color? I love the color sticks. This is a new one. What color do I want to use? What color do I want to use? What color is this? This is kind of a bronzed. I want something really pink. Flurry Frost. Frosted Grape is more purple. Where is it? Barely Blushing. That is pink, but I've got a really, really pink one. I just got to find it. Heaven only knows. There's so many. The Fresh Orchid is pretty. Fresh Orchid. It's a little more red. Playfully Pink is a little more pink. Let's do that one. Oh, here it is. Madly Magenta. So, I really love this really light pink. This is like, just like me. This is me. I love the light pink and then I love the contour. But, okay, this is the Madly Magenta. And then this is the Playfully Pink. I think right now, I'm going to do the Playfully Pink. It's not like a super hot sunny day out. Now, the new thing with, oh, I got to look to make sure. I saw somebody writing. Deb. I don't even need the thicker. Okay. Watch what street. Okay, is there a good street corner tab? Did we know this? How funny is that? Okay, I love you girls when you're on here. All right, I'm going to take this. Remember to keep it high. Okay, that is the thing this year. And not only is it a thing, it's a thing that we've learned to really help to lift, is to keep that up high. Okay, I have to have a little bit of contour. So do I have, let's see here. You know what? Let's see if I can find my 3-in-1 stick. I had it just a second ago that was barely bronzed. Chocolate souffle. We'll just use chocolate souffle. It's a little bit dark, but it's here. So this is the chocolate souffle. Yes, it is dark. You want to just go underneath here. I've been doing these together because I feel like I get more of a blended look, but we'll see how that plays out. I love it right here. But you know what, guys? You've dropped the ball on me a couple times. Don't let me forget to blend that in. That's kind of hideous to walk out of the house with. All right, let's find this blending tool. A blending tool. I love a good blending tool. So I'm going to take this up. I'm going to tap it in. We are going to blend these colors together and just get just a tiny little hoo-ha woo-ha of color and lift. Now, I probably could use a hair more. Okay, we won't forget that. I won't forget that. I'm going to have to run downstairs and grab my lip plumper. I'm so ticked at myself that I forgot to bring that up. I had it laying right on the counter. How fast can I run? If you hear a thud, 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 you know I went down the steps because I'm upstairs. Okay, let me think here. I really do want to show you that lip color, so I'm going to go down and I'm going to grab that in a second. But I also want to show you our highlighter and our concealer. Actually, it's really not called a highlighter, but I love to highlight just under my brow. Since my brows are thicker now, it's even more fun. Okay, and that stays all day. It just seems to be the perfect color to highlight. It's not like white, and just gives you that tiny little bit of lift. You can put it here, here, here. Okay, when I get back up, we are going to, we're going to put a little highlighter here, but I gotta go get the lip plumper. Stay here. I will be right back. Hi, Stephanie. I am so sorry, but I got to run downstairs and grab something I forgot. Brand new product that I really want to share with you. And again, if you hear a thud, 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 I'm running too fast. I'll be right back. Okay, dogs, you're gonna make everybody think I fell down the steps. I'm coming. My dogs are chasing me and biting me. Okay. I'm back. I'm back. Okay, thank you for waiting. This is our new lip plumper. Look at this. Okay, it's like a super sheer pink. There's a couple things I want to tell you about this that makes me super excited. Super excited at over 60. Or got all these little wrinkle lines up here, okay? Not super excited about that. So lip plumper, before I put on my makeup, I usually go in and go at the top of my lip. And you know how that just looks funny with your, whatever you put on, when you got all those little lines in there. And no, they're not going to go away. But I'm going to give myself a little plump before I put anything on. So that kind of helps your lips to fill out a little bit because it plumps them. You got to wait. Just you'll start to feel it tingle and whatever. And then I use sometimes I use a gloss over it, another one with a little tint of other color, or I use a lipstick. And then I apply that during the day over top of it. The other thing that works really well is if you use, our lip stain right here. I've been doing that and outlining then. I will like dab this off in a little bit, and then I can line my lips, and then I re-go in. But that lip plumper is great. I had to show you that. And did you see how it just, even if you just want a little fullness in your lip and you don't want a lot of color, if you just want to pick up that punk, it's bootiest. It's absolutely bootiest. I love this. All right, this does not come out till like the 15th, so don't get overly excited yet. I had to work my butt off to get that early. You had to sell so much, and it wouldn't have mattered either way. I was going to get it when it came out, but to have early access to show you guys this early is, to me, that's really important. All right, before I pop off of here, we are going to do under eyes. Well, I think I'm going to use the 3.5. It has a little bit of a pinkish under hue, so it doesn't like pop scream. I have something under my eyes. Do you see how it's got a little bit of color? It's different ones again for different purposes. Okay. Now, what does lighter color do? It pops things forward. So, see these little lines right here? I'm going to stitch them up. We're going to stitch them up. Okay, so that's going to help pull that forward. And yes, there's still going to be a crease there. Yes, you're still going to see it, but it's going to pull it forward enough that it doesn't look quite as deep. And you want to blend it, but you also want to press it in because you don't want it to go away. All right. Excuse me, gotta get this. All right, now under the eye, remember, try to stay down a little bit farther. That area that has all the fine lines, it's very tender under here. Sometimes it's hard, but you want to kind of stay right down below that, okay? And then you can blend and press up and in, but you don't want a bunch of product sitting under there. Morning, Mama. My mama just popped on. Mama, I'm just about ready to be done. Yep, this is the mama that said, are you going out looking like that when I didn't have my eyeshadow and my eyeliner on? Mama, you created this monster, and I'm thankful for it, okay? I really love, I really love that my mom always cared about how she looked when she went out. And one day I was going to go out with her just looking like a hot mess. And she's like, you really going to go out like that? And she probably doesn't even remember it. And that's okay if you don't, Mom. But it's my memory, and it was fun. It was funny. I tell it all the time, and I will never forget it. All right. Now, if you guys want to sharpen up that look of your eye, we were just there a second ago. I'm telling you, this is the best concealer I have ever used, because I don't even just use it as concealer. Look at those brows. I'm not getting off of that one. I'm sorry. And I will tell you. No, I'm not going to tell you. I was in a chat group, and I had someone dissing a product that, oh, I'm going to say this, because they sold a product, and I literally told them, I said, you know what? I'm not even going to try your product now, because I don't believe in that. Don't really diss it. There's a purpose for every product out there, and there's room for everybody. And I'm going to flip that phone over because it's nobody I know. So always remember that. There are a lot of products out there. If you are like, I don't like this one because I don't like that ingredient or whatever, hey, message me. There's so much out there. And I can maybe help you out with that a little bit. Girls, I think I'm going to call it a day. Someday I'm going to cut this. I'm going to call it a day. I'm starting to feel that on my lips tingle. So I just kind of wanted to show you how, if I do anything, kind of just pop a little light color in the middle, and that will help your lips to pop forward. That's it. I know it took me a while, but it took me a while because we were chatting. We were chatting. I got to get in there with a curling iron. That's going to drive me crazy. Um, anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for commenting. Mama, say hello on here. It really helps me when people comment, say hello. If you're watching it later, again, if you have watched this later, please comment hashtag replay. If you would like to see more stuff like this, just comment below VIP. I will add you to my VIP group. You'll be the first to know about things that come out. You'll get a little bit more information. I have lots of fun games and things that we are doing in there that you can win a prize. I'm trying to decide what my prize is for this month. I was thinking a mascara. I don't know, but it's always a good one. So you guys, as long as I get participation, now I will tell you in the VIP group, those of you who are in there, I have not had good participation this month. I think Facebook is just doing some weird things. It's nice if you can hop on there each day, just kind of see what's in there. You don't have to buy anything or don't think you're going to be pushed by just putting a comment. The comments just help me to be a little bit more seen. It helps you to be able to see them and find the group when you want to find it. So please participate in there. Usually the more participation that I get, the bigger prize. I feel like, oh, these guys worked so hard to help me out. Now I'm going to pick out a really great prize. So anyway, it's kind of fun to pick that out every month. So please do participate and have a good day. It is nice out for Wisconsin this time of year, I guess. Yes, I need sunshine, but it's not snow. Okay, on an upside. God bless you all. Have a great day, and thanks for putting up with me. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.